लैया में वो दिन बीते अब बैठे हैं हम एक ठंडी छैया में, हम एक ठंडी छैया में। जो सहारा ढूंढते थे वो सहारा मिल गया, मिल गया। ओ
हम जो सहारा ढूंढते थे वो सहारा मिल गया, मिल गया।
हमको हमारी खुशियों का संसार सारा मिल गया, मिल गया। ओ
हमको हमारी खुशियों का संसार सारा मिल गया, मिल गया।
जग में हमारे वास्ते
Om Shanti. Sweet children, imbibe Father's teaching. Imbibe Father's teaching and become virtuous flower. You have received the enlightenment of knowledge. Therefore, remain constantly cheerful. So, Baba is telling, we will sit in soul consciousness and we'll see Supreme Soul is talking to we, the souls. So, he's telling, because we have to imbibe what he's teaching and we have to become virtuous flower and we have to receive the enlightenment of knowledge and therefore we will remain constantly cheerful. Question is, what deep and entertaining things about you children do people become confused about when they hear them? When we say, we are now decoration of the Brahmin clan, spinners of discus of self-realization. We are those who blow the conch shell of knowledge. We are Trinetri and Trikaldarshi. All the ornaments given to deities actually belong to us. When people hear these things, they become confused. You say, the knowledge that the Father gives us through this one's mouth is the blowing of the conch shell. It is through this that we are becoming deities from human being. This is called the Murli. It is not the wooden flute. People find these are very deep and entertaining things difficult to understand. The song of today is, this is the spring to forget the world. That means the old world. So he is telling that people are not able to understand these things. That how do we are Trinitri, how we are Trikaldarshi, how we blow the conch shell of knowledge, how we have the spinner of self-discuss, discuss of self, spinner of the discuss of self-realization. Om Shanti. Baba is telling us, sweetest godly children, Know that this is the most elevated spring season for us. All the flowers, etc., bloom in the spring. This is the unlimited spring season. You are being showered with a rain of knowledge. So, from dried thorns, you are becoming flowers. Only you know this number wise, according to the efforts you make. Some remain very happy that they are becoming flowers from thorns with a rain of knowledge. When a tree becomes completely dry, not a single leaf remains. This happens every year. Then, in the rainy season, there are beautiful leaves and flowers. Therefore, this spring of rain of knowledge is first class. This is now the world of thorns. The tree says, I have become a tree of thorns, and then with the rain of knowledge, I have become a tree of flowers. Each one of you is a living tree. You have now received the enlightenment of knowledge with which you claim a high status. Look what you become from what you were. You know that you are now becoming pure from impure. Each one you is a living tree. You have now received the enlightenment of knowledge with which you claim a high status. Look what you become from what you were. You know that you are now becoming pure from impure. Vishnu is a dual form. The vision is also given of the form of a couple. They have shown Vishnu with four arms, but he does not have any knowledge. The two forms come together and perform a dance. The father explains when it is Diwali, Mahalakshmi, four arm Lakshmi comes. You invoke both of them. Lakshmi is in front and Narayan is behind her. Lakshmi has two arms and Mahalakshmi has four arms. It is now that you know these things. Previously, you did not know them at all. You were completely like thorns, and you are now becoming flowers. It is mentioned in the Granth that it did not take God long to change human beings into deities. Deities exist in the golden age. They have divine virtues. Human beings at this time have devilish quality, whereas you have godly virtues. God sits here and makes you virtuous. Through Baba's teaching, we are becoming full of all virtues. This is praise of Bharat. That is, there is a lot of praise sung of the people who live in Bharat, but they don't know who it was that made them like they are. They built big temples, but they don't know the occupation of those they build the temples to. You have now become greatly enlightened. You have to remain very cheerful. Then you will remain cheerful for 21 births. You know that you are studying this study to claim your status for 21 births. You earn an income by studying knowledge. This is your godfatherly student life. You know that you are studying this study to claim your status for 21 births. You earn an income by studying knowledge. This is your godfatherly student life. You become the master of the Sun Dynasty clan. That is, you become the master of heaven. Even in the pure world, not everyone claim an equal status. It isn't just one Lakshmi and Narayan who rule the kingdom. No one knows that there will be the dynasty and also the kingdom. There was those of Sun and Moon dynasty. Shiv Baba established a new world. There is the darkness in the intellect of the people of this world. You have light. There is a pure world and the impure world. There is a number wise status in the pure world. The status of the subjects will also be number wise. There, everyone has nothing but a happiness. Each one has his own kingdom or his own land. In the impure world, all are impure, but it is number wise. For instance, in the Golden Age, the highest on high dynasty is that of Lakshmi and Narayan. Princess Radhe and Prince Krishna become Lakshmi and Narayan after their marriage. It would be called the dynasty of Lakshmi and Narayan. It wouldn't be called the dynasty of Radha and Krishna. It is the name of the king that is mentioned. No one knows even such a small thing. All of you know it number wise. Status in a kingdom is number wise. There is a vast difference between Sun Dynasty kingdom and those subjects who become cremators. This is number wise even in the impure world. The father is now explaining the philosophy of action, neutral action, and sinful action to you. The father says, children, follow my Srimad. There are many children whom Baba has never seen. They are doing very good service among themselves. They continue to give the father introduction. They even manage to run a center without an appointed Brahmin teacher. They haven't even met the father personally. And yet they carry out service and make others equal to themselves. Those who are personally in front of Baba don't do as much service. You have to teach the spiritual pilgrimage. You are spiritual guides. You also show the path, O souls. Remember the Father. It is said that souls remained separated from Father for a long period of time. That is that account too. They prove the long period of time. You are the ones who have been separated for the maximum time. You belong to Sun and Moon dynasty. You have taken 84 births in the cycle of rebirth. It cannot be 84 births for everyone. You children remain under this shower of knowledge. This is your student life. Some take up another course while looking after their homes and families. Here it is just a question of purity. You just have to remember the Father and your inheritance and also study. You definitely do have to become pure. It is said that the milk of lioness can only be contained in a golden vessel. That means this knowledge given by God can only be in a very sharp mind, intellect. The Father also says that without purity you cannot imbibe knowledge, and that golden vessel is because of purity. So, without purity, we cannot keep this knowledge. That is why Baba says, conquer this enemy of lust, become pure, recognize me only, then can I open the locks on your intellect. Until you become pure and decoration of the Brahmin clan, you won't imbibe anything. You decorations of the Brahmin clan are spinner of the discus of self-realization. No one else can understand this. People think that the deities were spinners of discus of self-realization. They ask, who are these people who say that they are decoration of Brahmin clan and spinner of discus of self-realization? Only you children understand that these are very deep and entertaining things. You blow the conch shell of knowledge. Deities didn't do that. They become deities after having heard Shiv Baba blow the conch shell. Shiv Baba is knowledgeful, but how could you give him the conch shell? He would definitely give you knowledge through someone's mouth. The things he speak is called Murli. It isn't a wooden flute. The Murli of knowledge is being played now. People think that worshipping, devotions, etc., have continued from time immemorial, but nothing can continue from time immemorial. They say that Raksha Bandhan, etc., have continued from beginning of time. Okay, from the beginning of time means when? So actually, they started from Dwapar Yug, Copper Age. Tell us that at least. Did God create an impure world? So why do you call him the purifier? By studying points should enter your intellect every day. You also have to practice opening your mouth, speaking this knowledge. You can explain to many others. You have to create methods for your own progress. Just as Baba show everyone the path, so we then have to show it to everyone. Only then we will claim our inheritance from the Father. However, We won't be able to claim our inheritance by making a lot of noise. The Father feels a lot of mercy. He explains so much, but it is not in the fortune of some children. You are saving so many jewels. There is a lot of expansion of the jewels. There is a lot of difference between jewels. Some are valued at 100,000 rupees and some at 1 rupee. These are imperishable jewels of knowledge which you imbibe and then inspire others to imbibe. And you thereby claim a high status. Only jewels should constantly emerge from the mouth of you children. If you intellect understand these things, but you don't speak about them, what would their value be? Those who make effort and make others equal to themselves will also receive a lot of fruit. To do the service and teach other is not a small service. Your intellect have now received enlightenment. Who is the wealthiest of all? They would mention 10 or 12 names. You know who the main ones are in this drama. The Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. Shiv is the creator, director, and the principal actor. The highest on high is Shiv Baba. And then there are the residents of the subtle region and the corporeal world. You know these things at this time. The duration of the cycle is not hundred of thousand of years. The duration of each cycle is only 5,000 years. The people are in so much darkness. You have now come away from the darkness of ignorance into so much light. Come, have come, some have come into light, whereas others are still lying in darkness. Everything is a question of the intellect. Those who are broad and unlimited intellect quickly understand a soul is like a star. Something big would not be able to stay in the center of the forehead. It must definitely be something that cannot be seen with these eyes. If it was a very big thing, it could be seen. Soul is extremely subtle, like a point. These are the deepest thing. In the beginning, you were told that a soul is the element of light. If you had been told in the beginning that it is the like star, you wouldn't have been able to understand. He would not give you all the knowledge in just one day. Day by day, the Father tells you a very deep thing. You receive a lot of wealth from the ocean of knowledge. For as long as you live, you have to continue to drink the nectar of knowledge. It is not the question of water. The Ganges of knowledge emerge from the ocean of knowledge. This is the ocean of water. They say that the Ganga is eternal, that bathing in water has continued. You used to see how, when daughter went into trance, they would dance by the river Gangas and Jamna. Here you are afraid that you may drown. There is no question of drowning, etc. There. There cannot be accidents there. Therefore, this is the spring season when you become diamonds from shell and pure from impure. When the pure world is created, the impure world will definitely have been destroyed. They haven't completely shown everything in Mahabharata. They have shown that the Pandavas went onto the mountain and melted there, that they had a dog with them. Did Pandavas also keep dogs as pets? You don't keep dogs as pets. People give so much respect to dogs. Many people have dogs as pets. Father is explaining to you, children, that you have to remain very cheerful. You are being showered with knowledge daily. You know how Baba comes and shower you with this knowledge. He only comes in Bharat. This is why there is great praise of Bharat. Bharat is an imperishable land. Bharat is the birthplace of Eternal Father. No one knows Shiv Baba who purifies everyone. They say that God is beyond name and form and is omnipresent. They have spoken about so many different things. The Father says, I come, I definitely have to create Brahmins. People say that they are the children of Brahma and they are the children of Brahma, and that is why they are called Brahmins. However, people have forgotten what Shiv Baba did and when he came and how he created the mouth born creation of Brahma. Since you know Shiv Baba came and that he is the creator, he must definitely have created a new creation. No one knows this. Because of not knowing this, they continue to insult him. Therefore, the father says, I come when there is extreme irreligiousness. Who said this? Krishna did not say this. This is at this time that Krishna's soul knows that he takes 84 birth. Those who pass and are transferred take birth first. Your intellect have been enlightened so much. When someone has an eye operation, they remove one eye and replace it with another. And then the blind person is able to see. Some are left with defects. Baba has come to give you souls the eye of knowledge that have now finished. Your eyes of knowledge are now opening. The third eye is one of knowledge. They have shown deities with third eye. All the ornaments such as discus, etc., have been given to Vishnu. In fact, the third eye is that of you Brahmins. You are the most elevated decoration of Brahmin clan. There are the deity clan and the devilish clan. Whether you call it a clan or a caste, it is the same thing. There is only one knowledge. There are such good things, but they are not mentioned in any of the scriptures. You have now become Trikaldarshi, Trinetri, and Sadarshan Chakradhari. You are those who make effort to remain as pure as a lotus. You know that the eyes of some have opened very well, and the eyes of others continue to open now. Eventually, they will open 100%. The jewels of knowledge will continue to emerge from your mouths. Only then you will be called Roop and Basant. You now have to make effort. You should make effort as much as possible. Become very cheerful, mature, have broad and unlimited intellect in knowledge, and continue to experience happiness. You are receiving the inheritance of heaven. And so, what else do you want? You should celebrate with so much happiness. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from Mother, Father, Bap, Dada. The spiritual father says, Namaste to the spiritual children. From the spiritual children, love, remembrance, good morning to the Mother, Father, and Bap, Dada. Namaste, Baba, Namaste. Shukriya, Baba, Shukriya. Essence for Dharna. Stay constantly under the shower of knowledge. Become a spiritual guide and show everyone the path. Only let jewels of knowledge emerge from your mouth. Second, churn the ocean of knowledge and remain constantly cheerful and mature with a broad and unlimited intellect and experience happiness and enable others to do the same. Blessing, may you be the conqueror of attachment and a trustee who is free from sorrow while earning money and fulfilling your responsibility to your relations. To fulfill your responsibility to Lokik relative while living among them is a different matter from being attached to them. To be trustee and earn income is one thing, and to earn because of attachment is another thing. The sign of someone being a conqueror of attachment and a trustee is that there is no name of or trace of sorrow or peacelessness. Let there be no waves of sorrow, even if there is fluctuation in your earning income, or if someone becomes ill while you are fulfilling your responsibilities to your relative. Constantly be a carefree emperor. Slogan: a merciful person is one who continues to give courage and strength to weak souls. A merciful person is one who continues to give courage and strength to the weak souls. Om Shanti.
रंग मुरली का जिसको लागे सोई किस्मत उसकी जागे ये पढ़ाती आगे आगे मेरे बाबा की मुरली कहती है ये ज्ञान की गंगा बहती है खजाना है ये बाबा का नजराना। वो तर गया जिसने जाना, ओ मेरे बाबा की मुरली कहती है ये ज्ञान की गंगा, ये ज्ञान की गंगा बहती है। ये युगों के राज सुनाती है, मानव से देव बनाती है, जीवन मुक्ति रूपाती है मेरे बाबा की मुरली कहती है ये ज्ञान की गंगा, ये ज्ञान की गंगा बहती है।